It's your girl Queen, reminding you guys to connect with us on patreon.com/TMG Fam, where you can get full exclusive access to all content, bonus videos, behind the scenes, vlogs, lives, and so much more.
What's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another reaction, man. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. Listen, man, we about to get into a video. 8 times Eminem has crossed the line. I don't even know like how that title starts out, bro. 8 times Eminem's disses crossed the line. Listen, bro, let's get one thing clear. Let's get the second thing straight. And he ain't gonna cross the line, bro. He gonna jump over the line. He gonna cross the line out. That line does not even exist to him. All right? Let's get that clear. Let's straighten that out. So we're gonna check out this video. Shout outs to King Trending, man. Y'all get at me. Let me know what y'all think at the end of this video, man. Subscribe if you're new. Here we go.
Still I don't have any manners. You got a couple of ghostwriters, but to these kids it don't actually matter.
Eminem's debut was in 1999, so he's had a lot of time to watch the younger rappers come up in the genre and see what they're made of. And while he does like some of them, others he feels like they're nothing more than mumble rappers.
Hey, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Very viciously, why these dudes wanna take pics from me? She said she gay, but still into me.
And yo, every time I look at that video, bro, I be like, yo, he high out his mind. I don't even think he knew he was on a video shoot, fam. He thought he was in space somewhere, or I don't know where he thought he was, but every time I look at that video, he just looked like he's a zombie.
Eminem isn't afraid to voice his thoughts, especially with number 1. Okay, Tyler, come back to this and ask him the question. Number 8, Eminem versus mumble rappers and ghostwriters. Before we go into full-on personal beefs, I feel it's important to note something else. Why Eminem is doing this in the first place? Why is he going after all these mumble rappers? Well, it's honestly because when Eminem was coming up in the hip-hop/rap scene, you needed to be the best lyricist in the world to get noticed, which is why Eminem got noticed, and was later refined by the one and only Dr. Dre. But today, mumble rap is starting to take a hold. If you don't know the term, it means a rapper who says very simple lyrics, or says ones that are so drowned out that you can't understand them when they're singing. Hence, mumble rappers. Eminem hates that, because that makes them not real singers, and yet they're making millions off of trash songs. And
I think that statement there is inaccurate. I don't feel like he hates them. I feel like it's not for him, and I feel like he may look at it as just a person's not like putting their all, they're taking the easy route into something that he's put his life, his blood, his sweat, his tears into. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily that he doesn't like him. He just looks at it as, that's not the route I would take. That's an easy route. That's you know what I'm saying? If you really, this is something I wanted to be the best at. This thing raised me. This is real life to me. You know what I mean? So I kind of disagree with that statement.
Other issue is that there are rappers out there who hire other people to write their lyrics for them, and then they take the credits. This is called ghostwriting, and to people like Eminem, it's an insult to all the hard nights of writing that they do. And lucky you, he said, you got a couple ghostwriters, but to these kids it don't actually matter. They're asking me, what the f happened to hip-hop? I said, I don't have any answers.
But to these kids it don't actually matter. They're asking me what happened to hip-hop. I said I don't have any answers.
He's saying that to these rappers, it doesn't matter if they use a ghostwriter, but to the people listening, they can tell something is off. And they're wondering why the genre is changing like this. In Fall, Eminem makes it very clear where he stands. All I know is that I wrote every single word of everything I've ever murdered. Time to separate the sheep from goats. And I got no faith in your writers. I don't believe in ghosts.
No, as I wrote everything.
Crazy line. Crazy line. And everybody thought that he was going at Drake in that line. You know, the whole thing was surrounding Drake at the time. So after that came out, it was like, you know what I mean? The Drake thing was starting to die down, but it still was rumors and talk still going around about Drake. It was a chink in Drake's armor. So when he made that comment, everybody was thinking he was talking about Drake. But in that interview that we checked out, he was like, nah, man, Drake actually did something for me that he'll always be in my good graces. So it was not me. He said, all I was simply stating is the talk of the industry and the hip hop world was people having ghostwriters. And I wanted to let y'all know that I don't play that over here, period. I can only speak for me. You know what I mean? And that's what he did.
Single word of everything I ever murdered. Time to separate the sheep from goats.
Eminem is known for his passion that he puts into his songs, and all his lyrics are 100% his, and he knows it, and his fans know it, and the people who listen to the music definitely know it. But to all of those who don't like him, consider yourself warned. he won't hesitate to lay you out. Number 7, Eminem versus Vince Staples. What you're going to see in some of these listings is that Eminem has had beef with some of these guys in the past. And a good example to start this off with is Vince Staples. It's true, Eminem and Staples haven't had the most overt of battles, but when Eminem did a freestyle rap on BET once, Staples saw it and called it trash, and that he felt Eminem could do better. That's definitely not something you say to the real Slim Shady. So on the Kamikaze album, Eminem decided to take the diss and return it back via his song The Ringer, shouting out, "If I press the issue just to get the anger out, Full Magazine could take Staples out." Here he's saying that he's actually
Is that what he called what he did to Joe just a... Is that what that was? That's what he did when Sway asked him. He's like, was that a shot? He was like, it was that. Is that the same thing he did to Vince Staples? Just give him the... I don't know.
Pointing light on Vince Staples, which isn't something you associate with Eminem. But he notes that, should it come to it, he'll take Staples out. Naturally, when the song was released, Vince Staples had a bit to say on the issue. But what surprised most was that he actually said Eminem should beef with Machine Gun Kelly instead of him. And he did. But Staples also said, meet in a neutral location, a Crackle Barrel or Trader Joe's. Somewhere they are both comfortable. You just squabble up. Curious choice of words, don't you think? Number 6, Eminem versus Lil Yachty. With the case of Yachty, Eminem takes full aim at the mumble genre, of which Yachty has been accused of many times of being part of. In The Ringer, Eminem goes off on him. I can see why people like Lil Yachty, but not for me though. Not even dissing. It just ain't for me. All I am simply is an MC. Maybe Stan just isn't your cup of tea. Maybe your cup's full of syrup and lean.
Adios, I can see why people...
And he said he could see why people, and that's why I said the comment earlier. He just said, it just isn't for me. It's not for me. That's okay to say. He didn't go out and say, yo, Yachty is trash or Yachty is good, blah, 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 blah. He didn't go out and do all of that and create this big viral video of him trashing Yachty's music and throwing Yachty's album or whatever off of a roof or something and said, that's what I think of it. Nah, he ain't do none of that. Even though that would have been funny. But nah, he didn't do any of all of that. He just said, it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? And low-key, a lot of these artists that are classified or whatever you classify them, if they're being called mumble rappers, whatever, they have a respect for Eminem. They do, man. And you're supposed to, in hip-hop, act like you are it. And you don't care about what nobody else is doing or who came before you and being braggadocious and being young. Some of these artists, so they're supposed to put up that front that what they're doing is all that matters and bump whatever everybody else is doing. But I guarantee you, when they meet some of these artists that they've heard about and seen and looked up to since they was young, they fan out. It's a fan moment for them. So don't get it confused.
People like Lil Yachty, but not me though. Not even dissing, it just ain't for me.
Ironically, Eminem is actually saying in part that Lil Yachty is okay, and not the worst of the mumble rap crew. But he does...
What did I say?
Let's take some time to talk about what real music is, referencing his major popular hit Stan, which was a very powerful narrative of a fan who took things too far. He's not saying that Lil Yachty is Stan, but rather that he should aspire to tell the kind of powerful storytelling that Stan did. Storytelling in music is a powerful thing when it's done right. And that's why Eminem has beef with mumble rappers, because they don't seem to care about those things. Number 5, Eminem versus Lil Pump and Lil Xan. Personal question, what is it with everyone calling themselves Lil? I mean, like, really? I guess Wayne's popular, but like, there's so many of them. Anyway, Eminem actually takes aim at 2 different rappers in one verse of The Ringer. And he doesn't just take beef with their songs. Lil Pump, Lil Xan imitate Lil Wayne. I should aim at everybody in the game. Pick a name. I'm fed up with being humble, and rumor is I'm hungry. I'm sure you heard bumblings. I heard you want to rumble like an empty stomach. I heard you're mumbling, but it's jumbled in mumbo jumbo.
You say Lil Pump, Lil Xan, imitate Lil Wayne. I should aim at everybody in the game. Pick a name.
It's pretty evident here, but Eminem really doesn't like these 2 for logical reasons. He feels like they're...
And then in that whole thing was just like a double, that whole, those whole few bars right there was a double entendre because he's saying mumble in it, but he's just flipping it. And the way he's flipping it is just so creative. Like, oh my gosh, bro. It's crazy talent.
Nothing but copying the acts of better rappers like Lil Wayne, who he clearly respects. Plus, as they're a part of the mumble rap genre, Eminem finds them guilty of being lame and not true singers. What's ironic, though, is that Lil Pump replied to Eminem after the song's release and said, I deserved that. Does that mean he'll change his ways? Well, we'll just have to see. Number 4, Joe Budden. When it comes to disses, they don't always have to come from rappers purely. Instead, they can come from people who think they know rap and yet clearly don't. For Eminem, that means taking shots at guys like Joe Budden, who sees themselves as purists of the genre and loves doing hot takes. To which Eminem says, I'm sorry, wait, what's your talent? Oh, critiquing. My talent? Oh, bitch. I don't know who the f y'all are.
Your talent? Oh, critiquing my talent. Oh, I don't know who the f y'all are.
So basically, if you don't make music, or you've never had a hand in music, who are you to critique a guy like Eminem? Exactly. So stop.
Did he just say if you don't make music or haven't been? So, okay, I don't agree with that statement either. Joe has been in music. Now, where was he going with that? I'm confused. Like, Joe's been in the game for, what, 17, 18 years? You know what I mean? So when he was critiquing, he was I can't say that word right now. Critiquing from an artist standpoint. But he should have known that M was going to reply back. And he gave him that. Oh my gosh, I so wish that would have went down. I wanted that Eminem and Joe Budden to go down. I wanted that badly to go down, man. You know what I'm saying? Because one, if M just bodies him, Joe has to go back on his show and he gotta eat that crow. You know what I'm saying? Number two, that would have been so great for hip hop. The story behind it. It would be just like a buildup of a NFL game or a wrestling match or something. You know what I'm saying? Person at the top of the label versus one of the label's artists. You know what I'm saying? Because Joe was on Shady, so that would have just been, it would have been crazy how that would have unfolded and went. Royce trapped in the middle, Slaughterhouse this. Like, that would have been insane if that would have went down, bro. We could have lived off of that for probably 6 months alone.
Number 3, Eminem versus Migos. This one is all about context. Mainly the context of how a certain group of singers do their raps. In this case, Migos. For and not alike, Eminem spews out the following: Brain Dead, Eye Drops, Payment, Cyclops, They Bet, iPod, Maybach, Maybach, Trainwreck, Sidewalks, Payless, High Tops, K-Fed, IHOP, Paytex, iSpots.
Bad, Maybach, Trainwreck, Sidewalks, Payless, High Tops.
Yeah. If you're confused, don't be. I'll explain here. Migos is another that is just lumped in with mumble rap. And what's worse in Eminem's eyes is that they've done lyrics that make simply no sense because there's no connection to anything that's being sung. And thus Eminem mocks him for it by imitating it in this song. You have to admit, no matter who sings that kind of stuff, it does sound ridiculous. Number 2, Eminem versus Drake. You might not think that
I don't know, man. I can't really down talk Migos, man. If I'm in the club, 11, 12, 1 in the morning, one of them Migos hits come on, I'm losing it. I'm going crazy in the club. I am going insane in the club. I'm drinking. I'm having a good time, man. You cannot tell me. So to say that their music is just trash, I'm not rolling. You know what I mean? I'm not rolling. It's just, I've always believed that it's a time and a place. And the place for their music is in the club. Give me all of that.
a guy like Drake would be in Eminem's crosshairs, especially since they've done shows together and clearly have an appreciation for one another on some level. But in Kamikaze, Eminem doesn't hold back by calling out Drake, or at the very least many speculate he's—
Okay, now I've been shooting holes in this guy, and now he's pretty much confirmed that he has no idea what he's talking about. Em already cleared that up. If you go and watch the interview, he said it was not towards Drake.
It's calling out Drake because of some wordplay, such as, you got some views, but you're still below me. Mine are higher. So when you compare your views, you get overlooked. And I don't say the hook unless I wrote the hook. Curious as to how this is an insult on Drake? Well, the use of the word views is apparently a reference to Drake's 2015 album of the same name. And when you look at the views on iTunes—
they pick out one word and, oh my God, it's directed at Drake. Oh my God, it's directed at Drake. No, it's not. You just picked out one word associated with Drake's Views album, and now it's going at Drake. No.
Spotify, YouTube, and more, you'll see that Drake has a lot, which Eminem acknowledges. However, he still says that his are higher than Drake's, which is also true. He also accuses Drake of being a guy who uses a ghostwriter. With that, I wrote the hook line. Drake has been fighting these allegations for years, and though no one has proven that he uses one, and he has songs saying that he doesn't, and hating on those who do, the rumor just somehow persists. Then there's a line.
All right, so your theory on that, I didn't want to have to do it to you, but Sorry.
The fans waited for this moment like that feature when I stole the show. Ha, sorry it took forever. Here he's referencing the song Forever, where Eminem, among other singers, contributed to the song headed up by Drake. Critics praised Eminem's verse on the track, and then when Drake performed it in Detroit, he actually got Eminem to do the verse live. The crowd exploded for him, even more than they did for Drake. So while Eminem admits that Drake is good, he feels he's better, and has proven it many times. Number 1, Eminem versus Machine Gun Kelly. Easily one of the biggest beefs to come out of Eminem's dissing of mumble rappers is the one that occurred with him going up against Machine Gun Kelly. Ironically though, this was a beef that started many years ago when Kelly made a very inappropriate comment about his daughter Haley. If you don't know, Eminem is very protective of his daughter, and the comment itself was,
it ain't just Eminem. Anybody would be protective of their daughters. Like, any father is gonna be protective of his daughters.
honestly very inappropriate, given that she was 16 at the time. But Eminem didn't go off until he released Kamikaze, where in the track Not Alike, he rapped the following. Now you want to come in with me, huh? This little... He must be feeling himself. He wants to keep up his tough demeanor, so he does a feature. Decides to team up with Nina. But next time you don't gotta use Tech 9 if you want to come at me with a submachine gun. I'm talking to you, but you already know who the f you are, Kelly. I don't use sublims, and sure, don't sneak this, but keep commenting on my daughter Haley. Here, Eminem is not...
And that's why we can't say he goes at Drake. He just proved my point right there. Eminem said he does not sneak this. You will know if he's coming for you. You know what I'm saying? So if dude was listening to his own words and his own readings, he would know that wasn't about Drake. He gonna let you know if he coming for you. Period.
Insulting what Kelly did in regards to the comment on his daughter, but he's also insulting his singing ability, noting that he had to team up with another singer, Nina, just to get the buzz and to look tough. He also insults his looks later on in the song. But let's focus on the music here. After hearing the diss, Machine Gun Kelly went off and decided to release a diss track against Eminem called Rap Devil.
I brought a rapper that's twice as young as you. It's called Sway, ask why I can't go up to shape 45 because of you.
This led to some very interesting beef as the two decided to go back and forth and trade blows.
Corny lines, slim me roll out, Kelly, ooh, but I'm 45 and I'm still out selling you.
In terms of Rap Devil, some praised it as Machine Gun Kelly's best song, which is saying something if you had to get angry at Eminem to do good work, in the eyes of many, while others call it the same old thing. Naturally, this brought Eminem to do his own diss track against Kelly called Kill Shot.
How you gonna name yourself after a damn gun and have a man bun?
Where again, he laid it into this mumble rapper style and tendencies, as well as dived into everything that makes Kelly Kelly and then annihilating it. Needless to say, once all was said and done, Eminem was declared the winner. Not the least of which was because Machine Gun openly refused to do another diss track. He claimed it was because he didn't find Kill Shot compelling, but most agree that it was because Eminem totally destroyed him. So, what do you think of my breakdown of the times that Eminem went off on mumble rappers? Do you agree with the disses he laid down? Also, what do you think was the best diss? And should Eminem keep on going after these mumble rappers? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Hey.
Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like I said, I had to poke a few holes in this dude's couple theories, but you know what I'm saying? For the most part, he did pretty well on the video, man. So y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think, man. 8 times Eminem's disses crossed the line, to which I think he don't even see a line, bro. I think he just doesn't even worry about that. He crosses it out. He edges it out. He smears the line, and he jumps right over it and gets to business, man. So y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think, man. Leave a like, share the video, subscribe, and stick around and stay tuned. It's your boy L to the next reaction. I'm out. Peace, y'all. Stay solid. Hey.